Welcome to Total Meltdown, Pwned.com's official podcast. This is your host, G-Nitro, and here with me is my co-host, Moe.
Hi everyone. I apologize if I sound a little weird because I'm sick, but we have to do this podcast because Nitro has been getting on my butt about it.
Yeah, you've been a little slacker lately.
Sorry. Life calls.
Yeah, I know how it is. Alright, y'all, so it's been a while since the last one. A lot of stuff has happened, a lot of stuff is coming up. E3 happened.
Boo.
Yeah, not much to talk about. We'll discuss one game from it.
Yeah, well, it was a disappointing show altogether, I think, except for
Yeah,
maybe a couple announcements, but
yeah. Sony failed big time.
that's what I'm hearing.
Um, Other than that, PAX is coming up soon. We'll discuss that later in the show. Um, as always, we're going to start off talking about the recent updates, changes, and new features on Pwn.com. So let's get into that. First off, I have started off doing gaming nights. Basically, right now we're doing 360 only. It's every Sunday night at 7 a.m. That may change considering the
PM.
NFL season.
7 p.m.
Oh yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's midnight for you UK folks. Um, Basically, it may change come football season because everybody's gonna be busy watching football.
Not really.
Well, most of us who watch real football, not soccer.
Uh,
Um, so it may change to Saturdays, 7 p.m. But
we need to get more people. More people need to join in. And if you sign up, make sure you show up.
yes, please. We've had some really good turnouts, and we've had some where some people just didn't show up when they said they would. But other than that, we've been playing Call of Duty 4, Gears of War, Halo 3, and we're gonna do our first night of Burnout Paradise uh, pretty soon.
I don't have that game. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you need to get it.
I know I'm gonna miss that night. Sorry, I know.
Uh, let's see. So Call of Duty 4, the first night was a great turnout. Second time, not so great.
We still had fun.
Yeah, we still had fun, except for the first match, 'cause it was very uneven. When you're only doing 3 versus 3 and somebody drops out, it makes it very uneven.
And everybody else is using Juggernaut, so
Oh God, let's not talk about that. I was ready to strangle somebody, but we had a lot of fun. Gears of War turnouts have been right on perfect, 8 people each time, which is good because we could do 4-on-4 without having to break it up. So that's been good. Halo 3 had a huge turnout. Actually, I would have to say everybody there was pretty good about it. No real problems. I'd say the Pwn nights have been pretty mature. There have been no asshats yet. I'll put it that way. Um,
there's
so
always one.
yeah, always one, but we've been surprised to find that there really hasn't been for us. So I would say keep checking the calendar. They're always posted on the calendar every Sunday night for now. I'll give a heads up when they're changing to Saturdays. And so check it out. Sign up. Come play. You can win 500 Pwn points, and you get 50 points just for showing up. So definitely it's worth coming out and checking it out because those 500 points, if you keep winning and winning, you might be able to get a prize once it comes out of beta.
And don't worry, hosts don't get the points, am I right?
Well, it's not the host. I don't. I'm staff,
Damn.
so I fail. Even though I did come in second in Call of Duty 4
Yeah.
the other night.
We won't talk about that one.
Aw, why not? Where were
Because I
you?
came in last place. I am sick as a dog.
I know. I'll let you slide on that excuse this time.
Good.
So other than that, uh, upcoming soon is a newsletter. We've decided that a newsletter will be coming out every 2 weeks, talking about recent news, Pwn.com features, changes. I'll also be profiling the game nights and what's coming up there as well. And you'll see updates of when podcasts are done and where you can find it. So be on the lookout. It should be up in the next month or two. They'll be bi-weekly, and it'll be sent out through Pwned. I think you're gonna have an option to opt in or out of it. Not sure yet. I have to discuss all that with Andy. But we'll see. Other things that have changed. My games has completely changed. If anybody's been to my profile, they know it takes about 2 days to load because I own about 300 games.
That's why I don't even bother with it.
And every image has to load before you can even get the freaking comment section up. Well, that's changed finally. I bugged Andy about it for like 3, 4 months, and he's finally made it to where you just show your top 12 games. And then you can click on a link that shows you all the games if you want to see everything they own.
Stalker.
So, who?
I'm just kidding.
But right now you can break down the games by games owned, wish list, stuff like that. I've talked to Andy about breaking it down by system, so you can see what games each person owns by system. That'll help people who want to hook up to game on their own or find other people that they would enjoy gaming with. So check that out. Also dealing with games, he now has game stats on your page. You can check out your Halo 3, Gears of War, and your Rainbow Six Vegas 2 stats. There's a link there. It'll show you all the kills, deaths, all that stuff. And for PS3, he has set it up for Resistance Fall of Man.
People still play Vegas.
I played it for like 2 weeks and that was it.
Yeah, I played it for like 5 days and that was it. Something about that game, man. Just the way the movements in that game, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the nade throws.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like you were throwing a brick.
That's a good way to put it.
But yeah, so those are the game stats things. Now the biggest feature I think that the Pwn.com has added recently is the My Videos. You can upload videos of you gaming, accomplishments, messing around with friends. Just remember, keep things within copyright. Let's try not to get Pwn sued here. Or threatened to be sued. So don't upload anything that's not yours or anything you're doing.
And keep it kid-friendly.
Yeah, it's got to be safe for work.
Please.
Anything not safe for work will be immediately deleted and you will be looked at probably getting points taken away. And nobody wants that.
And we'll say bad things about you.
Yeah.
Start rumors.
No, that's just you. That's just the female in you.
Uh-huh.
So those are basically the upcoming and recent changes. Definitely a must check out. I haven't uploaded a video yet. I don't really record myself playing video games. Plus, I don't know. Nobody wants to see my fat ass on camera. Or my horrible skills.
You need to be like the Wii Fit girl, strip down in your underwear and just start playing, Nintendo Wii.
Oh yeah, you want to see a guy who's 6 months pregnant in his boxers. Yeah, I think not.
Could be an internet hit. You never know.
Why don't you do it? I'm sure that'll be a bigger hit.
I'll pass on that one.
I'm sure that'll be a bigger hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna get into the conventions talk. I went to Otakon a couple weekends ago.
Jealous.
I know, but you're the one who failed.
Well, see, you
and
have to
moved out of the
realize
state.
this is the first year that I have missed Otakon in many, 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 many years. Like, since, 1999, I think.
Nerd.
I know. I can't help it. But I love...
How many of those years did you cosplay?
Not a lot, to be honest. I mean, it's not just Otakon. It's other conventions like Katsukon and stuff. What is that clicking in the background? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
But I don't know. I'm gonna try to go out to Otakon next year. I just know so many people there, and It's a great experience for, anime fans, comic book fans, video game fans, and, you meet a lot of cool people at conventions.
Yeah, they definitely had a lot of video game cosplay, and their video game room has been
Smelled.
getting bigger. No,
It
it's
didn't stink.
gotten bigger.
Oh,
Oh, smelled.
yeah.
No, it didn't smell.
It didn't smell. Usually it starts, like, reeking of bad BO and, like, Saturday morning, Friday night.
No, we went there. We went in there Saturday. Me and a couple friends I met up with. But I remember in 2004, the last year I went before this year. It was kind of a smaller room. They moved it to Hall A in the convention center,
Okay, okay.
so it's a lot longer of a room.
Mm.
And they had what I liked this time. Before it was just the basics, like you'd have Halo, DDR, all that stuff back then. Now they have like a lot of import fighting games and a lot of import multiplayer games going up. So it's not just focused on like the big name games
Hmm.
in the States. And it was cool to check out. I didn't play any. Most of the lines were pretty long. It was pretty packed in there. I did see one kid on Soul Calibur IV destroying everybody who stepped up. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was like I was like, "There's no way. I'm not even jumping in that seat."
Do they still
But
have
some,
DDR tournaments at these things? Because it's like I've noticed that over the years, DDR used to be the thing at anime conventions, and now it like Guitar Hero like has kicked its ass, and all I see now is Guitar Hero. I hardly see DDR anymore.
yeah, there were no. I didn't hear about a DDR tournament. I know they had a Naruto fighting tournament,
Oh,
fighting game. That's about the only one I kept hearing them announce.
okay,
So they may have had a Guitar Hero tournament as well. They had Rock Band set up as well. It looked
nice.
like to me it was just the guitars though.
Hmm.
They didn't put out everything. Because they didn't have a lot of people standing around watching everything.
Hmm. And it gets boring because nobody wants to share. Everybody just wants to sit there and play.
Yeah, and that was the problem with some of them. But it was cool. Got some cool pictures of some video game stuff. I'll have it up on the site soon. I've been putting it off. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to talk to Andy about getting like a events picture way to do like just pictures from events, like have a whole gallery
I think that would
and
be
have
a
it
really
broken
cool
down by
idea.
event. Yeah, so
Like that.
people don't have to go searching for it on sites or different profiles or different event on the calendars. I'd rather have like a whole big gallery thing. So look for that. I'll talk to him about that this week, or maybe I'll bring it up in the next staff meeting.
Well, I'm sure he'll probably listen to this and think, "Oh, Nitro, what a great idea. That's why we keep you around."
Yeah, half the time I give ideas, he's like, "Oh, now I got something else to work on," because it's a good idea, and he's like, "Crap, I gotta implement it." Um, Andy's good. He's been busting his butt constantly for the site. Um, we're working on PAX, E for All, and VG Expo in the next 3 months, so we're busy. We're very busy. Which brings me to the next thing. PAX is coming up. Penny Arcade Expo. Um, three of us will be out there. It'll be Andy, myself, and Mark, aka Viper or something Viper. I can't remember right now because he rarely talks online. He's another staff member, and we will all be out there promoting the site throughout PAX, checking out things, uh, getting pictures. Hopefully, I'll find my digital audio recorder and I'll take that out there and try to interview or at least have like a small little snippet podcast with Andy while we're out there. Maybe we can do quick little 30-minute shows discussing games we've looked at that day or something like that. So it should be a lot of fun. It's out in Seattle for those who don't know. If you're going, check out the events page. Confirm you're going. We'd love to see you there. We'll definitely get some, like I said, with Otakon, we'll get some pictures up. We'll get pictures with you showing that you were out there. And who knows? If you come out there and we get pictures with you, might be able to get you a little extra points for participating in events that we go out to. But don't hold me to that. I got to talk to Andy first. I said we'll try. But so definitely want to come out. I mean, PAX should be great this year. E3 sucked, so we're hoping PAX is a much better event.
I think it will be. PAX is all about the fans. PAX is all about, the community, just the gamer community in a whole. So,
Yeah, and it will be my first video game convention.
I think you'll have a lot of fun. I'm kind of jealous. I mean, I wanted to go to PAX last year and wanted to go this year, but I live in Louisiana and, you know, nothing fun and exciting happens here.
It's all right. Over the next 3 months, I'll continue to make you jealous.
Oh, of course, always.
That's what happens when you don't hang out with the cool people.
Well, what can I say?
I'm just messing. Um, so yeah, Penny Arcade Expo starts on the 29th, goes through the 31st of this month. I'll be flying out there the Thursday prior, and then coming back on Labor Day. It's gonna be a wonderful flying day that day.
Oh my gosh. You're nuts.
Yeah, I have no choice. I gotta make it to work on the second. I'm not going through O'Hare this time, so I'm good. That was awful.
Chicago.
Yeah, I was stuck there for 19 hours.
I think I
Back
remember
in
that.
June.
I think
Yeah,
I
it was pretty
remember.
bad.
You came home and you were so mad.
Oh, yeah, because they wouldn't give us a hotel. We had to sleep on benches.
Lovely.
The only good thing about that, I met two girls that were pretty cool, so we hung out all night.
Well, I mean, they made you sleep on benches, but you go to anime conventions. Man, I have slept in a closet. I have slept in a bathtub. I mean, I can sleep anywhere.
Wow, yeah, I'm glad I live like 10 minutes from Baltimore, because there's no way I'm not sleeping anywhere but a bed.
Well, it's fun, especially when you have like 12, 14, 20 people to a room. But
No, that's not fun. How's that fun? That's horrible.
I don't know. I don't know. I know it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I even tried to offer up my place to a couple friends, but they decided they'd rather sleep with like 8 other people.
Well, I mean, when you're there, Otakon goes to like what 3 o'clock in the morning or something.
1 a.m. is the last events.
Really?
And
Hmm.
yeah, but I mean, I pay less by driving and parking for $20 a day.
That's true.
Instead of 130 a night, I'm paying $60 for
Well,
the
if
3 days.
if you have 20 people per room, you don't have to pay as much.
Yeah, there's no comfort level there. You're out of your mind.
Pretty much.
All right, so that's about all for conventions. E4All's in October, so we'll be discussing that more come September. And VG Expo, as everybody knows, is the big Pwned.com one where everybody's going to be there.
Except me.
Yeah. You want to tell them why?
Because I live in Louisiana.
That's not the reason.
Because I don't like flying? What? I don't like flying. Look, last time I tried to get on a plane, I ended up in the hospital with an anxiety attack.
Have you ever actually flown?
Yes, I have actually. I have flown quite a bit. I actually went out I think it was 2006. I went out to California twice, and then I went to Boston, I think it was. Or was it? No, it was Kineticon. I think it was for Kineticon or Anime Boston, one or the other.
What changed? One
Well,
turbulent flight?
well, no. Like the first time I ever had actually been in a plane was when I was 9. Um, I was fine then, and then when I was about 18, my family took a trip to the Bahamas, and I don't know what happened, man. I just like started freaking out on the plane, and then after that, like the more and more I flew, the worse my anxiety got. And
Uh,
at the last time I tried to get on a plane was actually for my work. I was supposed to go to Fort Knox in Kentucky, and I ended up in the hospital, before I could step on the plane, before I went through security, because I was like psyching myself out. So,
wow.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
We'll bus you out there by Greyhound.
Right. I probably won't have any money when I get out there because I would have been robbed twice if I take the Greyhound bus.
That's why you don't take any money.
Yeah, well.
But alright. Enough making fun of Shannon.
Yeah. Because we all know how much you love to do that.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not like you don't do it to me.
Mm.
Alright, so Next, I guess we'll move into the games that we've been playing, some game or recent games that came out, and I have one that's been out for a while. It's an import that I want to talk about too, but we'll start off out with one that both of us have played and have differing opinions on. So
Soul
it is,
Calibur 4.
yep, Soul Calibur 4. I'll let Shannon start on this one.
I was just about to say that to you. Well, I don't like Soul Calibur 4. I was very, very, very disappointed. I got it the day it came out. I played through the story mode with who did I play with first? I think it was Tira. I played with Tira first, and I played through the story mode thinking that, oh my gosh, this is going to be the most amazing thing. I'm going to have so much fun with this game. This game looks awesome. And I got to, I mean, you start off with having to read like fucking five, paragraphs worth of crap. And, the gameplay for some reason just doesn't feel the same to me. And at the end, it's like the endings, there's nothing to them. You know what I mean?
You actually read it?
Yeah, and that's the sad part. And
I skip through it every time.
well, the problem that's the problem. They don't make it interesting enough to make you want to read into the stories. When Soul Edge / Blade came out, like in 1997, man, I was all over that crap. That was my favorite game ever. My friend Ryan and I, we used to go out on like the beach along his house, pretending that we were characters from the game, and just pretend like we were fighting. I was like, 13 or something back then, so I was really into this series, and the characters used to have such motivation, and the story behind it used to be a lot stronger. And now, the one thing that really gets me is how many characters there are in this game. There are way, way too many characters. And honestly, I don't see like where Yoda and Darth Vader fit in. I think that was just some more crap to put in to make it like, more eye candy for people, or to bring, a certain kind of fan base into the fighting game. And then the extra characters, like the guest characters that they made, if they had had their own moves and their own, tactics, and I think I would have been, I think I would have been more happier with that. But it's like,
Yeah.
why do I want to play Shura when I can play, Cervantes de Leon, who is, one of the original characters, and he's a badass, man. He's like one of my favorite characters from the series because they all have the same moves, and it's like, oh, look, she has boobs and she's in a skimpy little outfit, or, ooh, her character looks cool. I want to cosplay her. I think that's probably why, I don't know, that's my opinion. Like, I just think, like, they just did this whole thing for eye candy. And the problem is, I don't know, because you played the PS3 version, right?
Yes, I did.
Well, I don't know if it's different on the Xbox 360 or not, but everyone has been talking about, oh my gosh, the graphics are so amazing. But there have been points where, you know, the characters, like their hands have been, through their clothes, like it's like weird. It's like these ghost hands just popping out on the other side of somebody else's body, and that, to me, that's an eyesore. I mean, the backgrounds and stuff are pretty. The water graphics suck. The voice acting sucks.
Did you do Japanese or English?
I did the English. I didn't know you could do Japanese. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I had
I did
it.
the
I
Japanese.
traded it in, dude. I traded it in 2 days later, and I bought Call of Duty 4, which was probably the best decision I've made as far as gaming goes. Because I can't stand Soul Calibur 4. The thing I do like, though, I like the tower. I like the fact that you can go through the tower and you have to complete a certain task to get certain items. And then, the character creation's fun for like 5 minutes. I mean,
I love the character creation.
I created Aiko, Biko, and Siko. And then after like 5 minutes playing with them, I was just like, I'm bored. And there you have it. That's my opinion.
Well, let me give you my opinion. I'm not a fighting game fan. Not a big one. It takes a lot to get me into a game, but Soul Calibur has always been a game I felt I could pick up and play with relative ease. I didn't like 3 though. I thought 3 was, I don't know, it went a little too, I don't know, cheesy for me. So I figured Soul Calibur IV, it's next gen. Let's see how it picks up. I picked it up for PS3, and no, I didn't pick it up for Vader because I could give a damn about Star Wars. I picked it up because fighting games have always been better on a dual shock controller. I don't have a dual shock controller, just the whole PS controller layout. Um, so I picked it up. I got it. I did do the optional install, which is a big thing for me. This is the PS3 version, so they give you an optional install, and makes the load times a lot faster. They probably cuts the load times in half, which, in my opinion, are kind of slow for this game if you don't if have it installed. I don't know if you had that problem on the 360.
I found that it was quite slow. It was quite
Yeah,
slow.
it definitely speeds it up on the PS3. And I picked it up, went right into story mode with Taki. She's always been my favorite, and I was having fun from the get-go. Um, I played Amy, who's an absolutely awesome character, but I love the Gothic Lolita
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
style.
know, I know why you like her.
So, but I played through hers. Great. I was having a lot of fun. I did the creative character mode next. I made like five characters, all female. Anybody who knows me, I can't stand playing with male characters. I only did it through the story modes to get them done and unlock stuff because I can't stand looking at guys the whole time I'm playing a game. So, but I will say I really enjoyed the game. I have not touched the tower yet, though. I haven't had not had the chance. Too many games
Really?
being played right now. I just went through the story modes. I wanted to get them all done. My only problem is because I played the PS3 version.
Hmm.
They have in-game achievements, which sucks. I want it now for freaking 360 because I want my achievements. I'm not getting credit for crap. They're not even adding trophies for the for that game on the PS3. So it's like kind of sucks.
That's stupid.
The only person who can look at what I've done in the game is me.
Huh.
Whoop-de-doo. I don't need that. I know what I'm doing in the game. So I'm not happy about that. Um, but I like the money system for unlocking stuff.
I do like
Uh,
that. I do like that.
I thought the character selection was deep. There's a few I probably would have left off, like Lizard Man.
Yeah.
Really? Like, no, no, no. That had to go. Um, but for the most part, I like the guest characters that were done by actual like artists. Amy was well done. Uh, you think you said his name earlier? I don't know. The guy with the scythe was extremely well done, and I liked his story too. I liked the end of it.
I said Shura, the female ninja chick.
Oh, the one of the mini bosses.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Shura, Ashlot, and somebody else. Can't remember the other one. I'll be able to tell you in a second. I love Google.
I know, it's like I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
Yeah, I can't either. But Setsuka
Yes, yes.
is the other one. She came in, but who's the other mini boss? I'm trying to find it. Can't find it, so I give up.
It's one of those
Um,
weird long Japanese names or something.
yeah, but I would have to say the character I played the best with, which surprised me, was Talim.
Really?
I was destroying the computer from start to finish. Probably had more perfects with her than any other character.
Hmm.
Like I finished one whole fight with 3 perfects.
I always thought she was kind of a boring character.
Oh, I love the Tonfas. Awesome. Freaking, I don't know. She's just like I was destroying people.
Hmm.
Because Taki's always been my favorite, but I would have to switch now. I was just playing very well.
I've always
So,
liked Sophitia.
see, I can't stand her. I can't stand her attitude in the game. Especially this one. God.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch.
But I thought the overall was not bad. I like the story mode now because it's not long and drawn out, and it's not just okay. You fought this person. Now wait for us to load the next fight. No, you fight 3, 4 people at a time, and I like that. Not all at once, but finish a match, the next person's running in to fight you. I thought it was a lot better that way. It makes it go by pretty quick. You can get the story modes done day one in a few hours. A lot of people may not like that. I enjoyed it because it's not just making me sit there and play and play and play. It's one of the reasons why I got out of the fighting games. It's just taking too long to beat everything. With games too many coming out, I don't have that time. But I thought overall Soul Calibur IV is probably one of the best fighting games I've ever played, if not the best fighting game I've ever played.
Really? Now, see, you
Yeah.
didn't. You already traded DOA for him, right? You didn't like.
Yeah, I played it single player, and I was just like, okay, well, this is whatever. I was like, but I got it to play online with some people. You were one, and Death Temptress was the other. Well, I went online one night for my first time playing with Death Temptress, and I was like, the hit detection is so awful in DOA 4. I would punch her, it would hit her, and she'd just stand there like nothing ever happened and then kick my ass.
Well,
And I was
see,
like,
I don't know. I love DOA 4. I absolutely love Dead or Alive 4.
plus it's not as fluid. In my opinion, DOA 4 is not as fluid. It just reminds me of Virtua Fighter. It's not fluid enough for me to play. I think Namco's got it down with the Tekken games and the Soul Calibur games because it's a lot more fluid in the fighting. They don't look stiff, and that's what I don't like about the DOA or Virtua Fighter type games.
I don't think the DOA looks stiff.
Well, certain parts don't look too stiff, but overall as a fighting game,
That's so sad that I totally knew what you were talking about.
yeah, and that's my problem. Like, DOA is just fan service nowadays.
It is.
And I do like the original beach volleyball game. It was actually kind of fun. But I'm into stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. The
But
creepy stuff.
I would personally give Soul Calibur 4 4.5 out of 5.
Hmm.
I know yours is much lower.
Mine's like a 2.
So there you have it. If you're not a fighting game fan like me, that's my review.
And if you're a fighting game fan like me, that's mine. Which is, I think, is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have heard one thing.
What?
I didn't play it online, but I did hear somebody complaining about people playing online is they can just keep doing the same moves over and over again,
Yeah.
and it
yeah,
works.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a big problem.
But I think that's like that with any fighting game, especially online, where there's always a bit of a lag. So
People are jerks.
just a heads up. But I don't get fighting games to play online usually, unless it's strictly with friends. Then again, I rarely play any games online unless it's with friends. But so there's that with Soul Calibur 4. Next is Madden 09. It hasn't been out that long, a little less than a week as of this podcast. But I will have to say it's another odd year of Madden, aka 09, and another crappy Madden. I wouldn't call it crappy, like it's very playable, but there's just nothing special about the game. If anybody has noticed, odd years in Madden tend to equal suckfest. Except for 2005, which was the best Madden game ever made. But 09's another year where they add new features and add whole new features, not just little tweaks. And it just, people have heard about, what's it called? The EA trainer and the IQ, football IQ, which as you do better, the game changes the AI on the defense and the other team's offense to go with your skill level. Well, it doesn't get better. The AI gets cheaper. Players are almost teleporting to spots on the field. Like, their defensive players, you'll throw a pass, and their cornerback will go from this spot to this spot and make a pick, and you're like, are you serious? It's so cheap. So I'm pretty sure next year it'll completely be fixed, as it always is in even years. But I'm telling people right now, don't pick the game up. I'm sure most people, if you're a hardcore Madden fan, you already have, and you're probably loving it because you see nothing wrong with Madden. I'm a hardcore Madden fan who hates when they make big feature jumps without fixing them.
I've never
Because
played Madden.
I loved '08. Madden '08 was a fun game. This game I'm not having fun with. So my thing with Madden, it's all right, but if you have '08 and you're still having fun playing it, don't bother. Seriously, do not bother jumping to '09. Not until it at least gets cheaper.
And I think that's the
So,
problem with all sports games, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, even
yeah.
as much as I love soccer, I just get so bored with the same crap over and over again. I'd rather go outside and play it, you know, than sit there and you know get blisters on my thumbs and screaming at the TV.
Yeah. Um,
Other than
I agree. It's the same thing, and I know I won't be picking up Madden day one next year. Actually, I said that for '08, and I did, so we'll see. I always say it, but I always end up picking it up.
rent it first.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea for people. Definitely give this a play to see if you like it first before you shell out the $60. I don't consider it $60 worth. 40 maybe. 60 is just too much. So I will give Madden '09 on my limited play time and my frustration 6.5 out of 10. So what's
Ouch.
that?
So you went from a
0.75 out of 5.
I was
Basically.
gonna say, so you went from a 5 scale to a 10 scale.
Oh no, that's 3.25 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I realized I went to a 10 scale, but it was easier to portray because you hear 3.25 out of 10, and you're like, oh,
Oh,
it's an
that's not
average
too
game.
bad.
But if I say 6.5,
Yeah,
you're like, oh,
that must suck.
yeah. So,
I mean, other than Soul Calibur IV, I haven't really played anything. Well, I
besides
mean,
Call of Duty 4.
huh?
Besides Call of Duty 4.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say Call of Duty 4. Let me tell you how much I love this game. I absolutely love this game. I have never. I mean, I have played through Rainbow Six Vegas, the first one. I played through the campaign. It was alright. Ghost Recon. The Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, I played through the campaign for that one. I wasn't too impressed. Ghost Recon 2, I liked a lot better. Or Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, I liked a lot better. This one, I have to say, this is probably the best shooter campaign that I've ever played. I like this even more than Gears of War, than Halo 2 and 3. I absolutely love this one. And I'm a little scared about when, like, Call of Duty 5 is supposed to be coming out, like, fairly soon, right? Or what is it
Yeah.
called? Like,
Call of Duty 5, but it's going back to World War II, and it's
Yeah.
done by a different team.
yeah.
So.
So I'm a little scared because, like, I've already gotten my hopes up for the Call of Duty series because this is the first one in the series that I played, even though a lot of people are telling me I should play Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, this is the first I've played in the series. Well, I've picked up, like, bits and pieces playing here and there, but I'm not a fan of World War II shooters.
Yeah, me either. Me either. And that's what scares me the most about the next Call of Duty because, like, I know I'm gonna be so disappointed. I'm just
That's why you wait till Call of Duty 6 when Infinity Ward does the next one. Hopefully, they bring it back to modern again.
I hope so. I hope so. What
But
else?
let's see.
Oh, Fable
I
2.
did.
Never mind. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, talk about Fable 2 because the DHL guy's here, so you get to talk to
Oh.
yourself for about 5 minutes.
All right.
Sorry, guys, my elite has shown up.
Anyway, Fable 2. Fable 2 is something that I am seriously looking forward to. I played the first Fable, but for some reason that one left me a little empty. Like, I felt like it could have just been so much more. And now that they're implementing the Nitro, what are you doing?
I'm listening still because they're not out of the van yet.
Oh. Now that they're implementing the multiplayer or the co-op, that's really, really cool. I remember seeing something from E3. Did you see this? Like the E3 thing for Fable 2?
No.
Well, the thing that I really, really like about it is that they have this thing, I guess they're called Albion orbs. When you're playing through your world, the orbs will show up, and this basically signifies where other players are in kind of like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Sorry.
These orbs basically show where other players are in their worlds, and you can basically go up to the orbs, and at the press of a button, you can basically, I guess, bring them into your world or go into their world, and you can co-op with them, which I think is a fantastic idea. And the whole, I don't know, the whole family thing, and you're able to get pregnant and have children, get married, and I think is absolutely cool. The other thing that I really, really like about Fable 2 is the pet dog system. Um, I'm reading here on Wikipedia, it's saying that every dog will be unique in some way and will change appearance depending on a variety of factors, such as the player's alignment, which I think is really cool.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
And I must apologize for my dog freaking out. The guy, I was waiting at the front door, and the guy went to the back door.
Wow.
So he knocked, and my dog was like, "Roar, roar."
It was perfect, because I was just talking about the pet dog system in Fable 2. What?
Nah, I'm just laughing.
I think it's really cool. What I really think is cool, maybe I'm just like a freak, but the whole idea, I was just saying, the whole idea of like getting pregnant and having kids in the game. It's like, I don't have to have a baby now. I can have a make-believe one.
Oh no.
Here you go, Mike. Here's your child.
Oh, yeah, but I did hear your part about the orbs in game.
Mm-hmm.
And how you can join through that.
Yeah, I just think that is so cool. I think that is probably one of the cooler co-op ideas, because it's like, oh, well, I'm playing right now. I feel like playing with my friend. Oh, look, there's an orb. I'm going to go over to him. Yay, we're playing co-op.
I agree. That's a game I want to get. I'll probably people know I use GooseX, so I'll probably get it off of there. I'm not going to pay $60 for it up front.
I know I will, as sad and pathetic as that is. I just hope it doesn't. I hope they just don't drop the ball like they did with Fable, because Fable used. I don't know. There was just so much hype around Fable, and it just it was a fun game. Don't get me wrong. It was a very fun game. I think I gave it to my friend Johnny something.
I never played.
Really? I kind of wish I didn't give my game away to my friend, but I don't know.
I've got it coming in.
Do you really?
Because I want to play it. Yeah, I want to play it.
I think you should. I really do. I mean, don't expect way, way too much. I mean, it's a fun game. Just keep in mind that, they did drop the ball on this one. So I'm just hoping Fable 2 is going to be a hell of a lot better. And I think it will be. I really do. I think it really will be.
I'm sure it will.
The one that Mike, not Nitro Mike, my fiance Mike, the one that Mike is looking forward to is Fallout 3. And honestly, I haven't really done too much research on it. I remember reading reading something about an interview with someone from Bethesda saying that they think overall that Fallout 3 is a much better game than Oblivion, and that I'm gonna find hard to believe because I love Oblivion.
I hated Oblivion.
Oh, I love Oblivion. I have
horrible.
Played that game so many times. The replay factor is ridiculous.
But I'm a Japanese RPG fan. I'm not a big fan of the Oblivion styles.
Well, I mean, I like the Japanese RPGs too. But at the same time, I'm a little more open-minded, I guess.
No, I played Oblivion. It was one of the first games I bought for my 360. And I played a while, but it's just, I couldn't stay with it. I couldn't stay interested. I got really bored.
Speaking of Japanese RPGs...
What?
Final Fantasy XIII. In case, you live under a rock and, you don't go outside or anything, Square Enix announced that Final Fantasy XIII will be on the Xbox 360. And what I find hilarious is that I think they're also making an Xbox 360 version for Japan. Why the hell are they going to do that? I don't know. I don't know. I just think that's kind of weird.
I have to say, though, I can understand. The 360 has yet to take off in Japan. But who knows? That's changing. As I heard this week that Tales of Vesperia got released there, and 360s were selling out
That's crazy.
at some big stores in Akihabara.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, so they may change. I mean, that's just current plans.
Mhm.
You know how the video game industry is. They always say, we currently don't have plans to release it for this.
Mhm.
So, which usually means in the future we will. But right now we're not going to bother with it.
I'm just hoping that they come out because, like, you know how Final Fantasy 13. I think there's like 3 in the series.
Yeah, there's Versus, which is still PS3 only.
Yeah, I know that. I wish. I hope. I
But it's a
pray.
fighting game, so
Well, I know, but still, I would like to play it. You know, I don't claim to be the biggest Final Fantasy fan in the world. I mean, Final Fantasy VII was my first one. You know, just like a lot of other people that now play Final Fantasy games. But I hope they bring everything over, except for that stupid mobile game. Nobody wants to play that in America.
yeah, Dissidia.
Mm-hmm.
But that's on hold right now.
Not Dissidia, the other one. Wait, is it Dissidia?
Yeah, it's Dissidia.
No,
It's on hold.
is it?
It's been put on hold indefinitely to focus on the console versions.
Huh. Well, because I remember last podcast I was talking about that one. And I didn't know too much about it, and for some reason I thought I knew that it was a mobile. I don't know. Maybe I'm just retarded, but I don't know. The idea of that game seemed pretty cool to me. There's another one. There's got to be something else in the Final Fantasy 13 series, and it's a mobile game.
I thought it was called Dissidia. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think that one's Dissidia. I think it's
There is a Final Fantasy. It's Agito or Ahito.
yes,
Or
that
whatever.
one. That one.
Agito. There's a Final Fantasy Dissidia coming out,
Yeah.
but it doesn't say 13.
Yeah.
I always get that confused. I think I got that confused last time.
I know. There's just so many Final Fantasies. There's gonna be like Final Fantasy 64 or something one day.
Yeah. I hope not. I'm excited for the fact that it's coming on 360, but after 12, I'm not excited at the same time
hmm
because I hope it doesn't have the same type of battle system as 12.
Me either. I mean, I played a little bit through 12. I liked it, but
I like
it's just
turn-based.
I was just
I like mine turn-based.
I was a little skeptical about it, and I didn't finish it before I sold my PlayStation 2. Oh, why did I do that?
I don't know why you sold most of your stuff.
I know. And I sold my 360. Now we have one here.
Yeah, but you're the only one playing it.
True. Oh, there was something that I know this is completely going, the opposite direction, but there was something that I was reading yesterday online. What is your stance on professional gaming? Like, do you agree with it? Do you think it's dumb? Do you think that it's pointless?
I understand it, but I think most people need to realize don't quit your day job.
Well, here's the funny thing. This article that I was reading, it was actually up on Kotaku. A 16-year-old kid from Raleigh, North Carolina, named Blake Peebles or something, his parents let him drop out of public school to focus on playing Guitar Hero professionally. Now, from what I read in the article that was actually written about him, he's still doing homeschooling, I guess, in some way. But how ridiculous is that? 16 years old, his parents let him drop out of school to play Guitar Hero professionally.
That's downright retarded.
I don't know, I just that really kind of angered me. And at the same time, I don't feel sorry for the kid. I just kind of want to, shake his parents and be like, what the hell are you thinking? It's like, Guitar Hero is not going to give your kid a 401k, an education is. So it's like, I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was interesting, and I know a lot of people don't know about it. Anyway.
Yeah, I always thought pro gaming. I'm like, not everybody is going to be a fatality. You're not going to get that lucky. He was lucky to be one of the first hardcore ones to hit the scene, and I think if he came out now, it wouldn't be as easy for him to do.
I agree.
I'm not saying he wouldn't make it back to where he is, but it wouldn't come as easily because the market's so flooded now. with people pro gaming.
And everyone and their mothers are a pro gamer. I can't tell you how many times I'm on Xbox Live and somebody's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a professional gamer," or "I play this
And then they get
professionally."
whooped.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the worst part is when they say they play Call of Duty 4 professionally because you can't.
Mhm.
There's no LAN support.
Hmm.
So, unless you're on PC, I don't know, PC probably does, but not on console. So,
Call of Duty 4 doesn't have LAN support?
nope.
Holy
Or
shit, I didn't even know that.
yeah, I was talking to Chastity from UGS back when I was like doing Halo 3 tournaments with her and Gal tournaments.
Hmm.
Asking her like, "Why don't you do Call of Duty 4?" I was like, "I'd play that." And she's like, "LAN support's not there."
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole professional gaming thing, I think, obviously, you shouldn't quit your day job.
And don't
it's a,
quit school
yeah,
over it. Holy
seriously.
crap.
16 years old. I can't get that out of my head. But, I don't know. I think it's another side hobby that would be good to do. I mean, I'll be honest. I think it was the, what is the championships that were on, DirecTV or something?
No, CGS or whatever, Championship Gaming Series,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that. I mean, I can't believe I was on the
Yeah.
tip of my tongue. I actually watched a couple of those because I love. Do you know who Cat Hunter is?
Yeah.
I love Cat. Cat is an awesome, awesome girl, and so obviously I was rooting for her team, and I got into it even though they played not such great games. I honestly I can't stand watching Counter Strike, and Dead or Alive 4 is okay. It's fun to watch, but I
I
mean
can't watch that. I can watch Counter-Strike though.
Forza and I mean
Ugh.
God bless soccer. I love you, soccer, but FIFA, please. I'm not gonna sit there and if I want to watch a soccer game, I'm gonna like turn on like a DC United game or something. But I don't know.
Here's a quick thing I want to say about the Call of Duty 4 LAN. I know people will look at their box and say, but it says system link 2 to 24. And yeah, you can do that. But what I'm trying to say is when you're trying to pull a LAN off at a tournament, it doesn't work right.
Hmm.
So just letting people know. System link, you can get it up. But when you're trying to pull off a tournament, it's nearly impossible. As you can tell, if you look, there's never Call of Duty 4 tournaments. It's always Halo 3, always Gears of War, even though Call of Duty 4 is the most played game on Xbox Live. You never hear about Call of Duty 4 tournaments unless they're online, like
Hmm.
game battles or something. So just heads up, I do want to say I did on the import scene. I did finish finally Doki Doki Majo Shinpan. The last battle was a bitch. And no, I'm not talking about where you touch the girl
Doki doki.
or you touch the witch to find her thing. The actual battle itself, the last person you fight has like 2 health bars, and I went through it like 5 times. I was trying to beat it during the anime music video contest at Otakon. Not during it, but right before it started. I was like, and I beat it right before it started. So I'm started on the second one. It came out. I did get the box in the mail, or the limited edition set. For those who are wondering, it's not bad. You get 2 chibi figures of the characters. You also get
Do people know what
cell
chibi
phone.
means?
Oh, miniature deformed, just like super deformed look
Okay.
characters. Um,
Not as everyone as cool as us.
yeah, no, not everybody's anime
Yeah.
educated. Um, the box comes with, also came with a little student handbook thing and a cell phone charm. Before anybody asks, no, it's not on my cell phone.
I was gonna
Oh.
say.
But that's probably more because my cell phone doesn't have a thing to put it on.
So it would be on there if you had that.
Well, it would, but my PSP has one of those, but I put my Haruhi charm on
Oh
there.
my god. I knew it. I knew.
Haruhi!
I knew it. I knew it.
Which, if anybody, I don't know if I talked about this last podcast. For my Haruhi fans out there, the ones who have seen Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi, there is a Wii game coming out in Japan that's dancing. It's gonna be epic. And I need to get a Wii by the time that comes out.
A Japanese Wii.
Yeah. I have to. That's gonna be epic. Oh, and I wanted to say another thing on the import front. I've talked about on a prior podcast. I got Idolmaster for the 360. Still can't play it because I can't mod my 360. Or I'm going to soon, hopefully with my old one. But I don't have a Japanese 360. But Idolmaster is coming to the PSP in 3 different games. So it's going to be 3 girls in each game, and you'll have a rival idol. So for those who don't know, basically you're the manager of this idol, and as the manager, you
Touch her in
have to
naughty
make sure they're
places.
no. This is PSP, not DS. You have to make sure the stress levels are down. Basically, make sure they go through the training. One of those sim games. You're building them up to become the next idol. It's all in Japanese though, so please do not ask me if it's coming out in English. It's not. Because they don't see it ever selling in the US, which I think it would actually.
I don't think it would.
I think it would. I really do. You look at those sim games, I think with something like this,
hmm
I think especially something on the go, on a PSP,
hmm
I think it would sell. I really do. I mean, in Japan, the Idolmaster games on the
Are
360,
huge, right?
oh my god, their downloadable content made more money on that game than any other game, all the games combined in the US at one point.
That's sick. That is so sick.
Yep,
But I
and if
love the
anybody
Japanese.
knows, yeah, if you have Ace Combat 6 in the US, you can actually download skins for your planes in that game, and they feature the Idolmaster characters.
I remember seeing that once.
And no, I don't have Ace Combat 6 or any of those downloaded. Not yet. One day. One day. Just so I can fly around and look at it over and over. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not into airplane sims or combat sims. But just letting people know that stuff is coming out. And other than that, I would like to discuss. Mo and I are both J-rock fans, Japanese rock music fans. So
Why you do this to me?
what?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were going
I'm
to talk
not
about...
discussing the concert.
Okay.
Rock Band back in July was announced that it will be coming out in Japan, and it's not going to be our songs. Rock Band Japan is going to be localized with Japanese talent. So you're going to see a lot of Japanese rock groups, indie, mainstream, stuff like that. I can't wait to see what tracks they start putting on this.
I'm really interested in that too.
But I would love to see groups like X Japan. Let's see, Ella Garden. Asian Kung Fu Generation most definitely will probably be on there. I would like to see some of the Brilliant Green tracks, or even Tommy Heavenly Six's album.
I think probably more or less Brilliant Green would probably on there before Tommy, February.
I think Do As Infinity might get some on there.
Woohoo!
Definitely I see some of those Visual K groups getting on there. Whether it's Duran Gray, Malice Miser.
Them boys and
Stuff
their
like that.
makeups.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be on there. I mean, you can't leave them out. So I don't know. Those are the groups I'd like to see hit it. I know for people who are wondering, will you be able to play it in the US? Only if you have a PS3. So if you were deciding whether you should get rid of your Rock Band stuff for Rock Band 2, you may want to wait, because you may want to keep your instruments around for Rock Band Japan. I know I am, because I've already gotten rid of Rock Band for PS3 and got it on 360.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm keeping the instruments just for Rock Band Japan, which when it comes out I will have, and I will discuss it on here.
Gee, I wish
Oh,
I had enough money to buy all these goodies like you do.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't use it just money. You're wrong. I use Guzex for a lot.
Oh, that's right.
But for those probably sitting here going, wait, Nitro's playing Rock Band? What? Yes, I know over the past 7 episodes I've bashed rhythm games. I actually finally started getting into them. And I'm playing on like easy/medium, depending on the song.
Because you suck!
Because I almost broke my guitar the other day, playing even on medium. I was like, I had to stop, but I was in a bad mood, so not the best time to be playing a game like that. I know it scared my dog, but yes, I'm trying to get into these games, and actually, I can't wait for the next iterations of both Guitar Hero and Rock Band. More for the customization of your character, because Rock Band did it right, Guitar Hero did it wrong. Um, well, I mean, Guitar Hero is okay, but I don't like just choosing characters. You should be able to make your own.
I don't know. I kind of like the characters that are on Rock Band, or
Well,
not Rock Band, but Guitar Hero.
I like Midori.
Of course
That's about it.
Of course you like Midori because she's a freaking little Japanese girl with pigtails and her little cute school uniform like skirts. Why don't you get her tattooed on you somewhere, huh?
Nah, Haruhi only. I may get Konata from Lucky Star.
Oh my goodness.
Just kidding. But nah, I like the customization though. I like being able to do what I want to do with the character. I should be able to make them freaking nude if I want to.
No.
I want to see somebody rock out on the stage, some chick rocking out on the stage nude.
With her, never mind. I'm gonna try to keep this, PG-13. I already said the F word once, but
This podcast is explicit. You can say whatever you want.
Well, okay, I was gonna say having her rock out on the stage with her bush all hanging out and her titties all flapping everywhere. Of course you would like that. Of course you would prefer that.
I just think it would be for a moment of lulls, that's all. Tell me it wouldn't. Somebody walking going, what the fuck are you playing? Oh, it's just Rock Band. Look.
She's naked.
We're like, that doesn't look like Rock Band. Oh, it is.
Oh.
All right. I'll end that there. I could go on with stuff like that for days.
Yeah, I know.
In case you guys are wondering, there's no interview this week. Wah, wah, wah.
We need Duddy's thing with the thing that he was using yesterday.
This trash talk?
No. The things. Remember the voices that he was using?
That was the trash talk.
Oh, was it? Oh, we could have so used that Mario one,
I know.
the dying one right there. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So no interview. We're looking right now at a few people. The main one we're trying to get right now is people know Godface and Fallacy, aka Ron. He's always
AKA
in
Pretty
Shop
Boy.
AKA Country Boy, who looks like he's still 15. But no, we're trying to get him on here. We're trying to get the schedule right. So hopefully by next episode, which will be coming after PAX, because PAX is 2 weekends away.
We can do another one before then if you want.
We might be able to get in a short one right before.
Yeah.
But most likely it'll be after, because we always say we're going to do it and then we always get pushed back. We'll be honest here. So, but I think that's about it for me on stuff going on.
Me too.
Unless you have anything.
Nope. I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go play with my Elite since it just got in.
I think I probably should get back to work. Shh.
What's that? I'm off today, so I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Then again, I've worked Eves and Mids for the past 9 days. 8 days, something like that. I don't even remember anymore.
I'm done.
All right, so we're out of here, guys. Thanks for listening.
Peace out.
And by the way, we're going to have a new way for you to find the podcast on the Total Meltdown profile page. And it's been updated for the most part. Mo's being slow on her description.
Oh, yeah, I gotta write that, don't I?
So it's not my fault. It's hers. But, okay. So we'll see you next time.
Pool's closed, bitches. Peace out.
Damn right. Due to AIDS. All right. See you guys next time. Peace.